4 a.m. in the morning. I've been calling you all night. Who had your attention all night where you couldn't answer my damn phone calls? I don't know what I do to make this man cheat on me. But you know, I be trying my hardest to be a damn good wife to him.
You remember showing that chick Essence that I introduced you to a while back? The dirty bitch gave me HIV, bro. Like, how the fuck am I gonna tell Ashley, man? She fucked up, dude. Either go home and pack shit up, do whatever the hell you can, whatever miracle you can come up with. So you just gonna stand there and act like you didn't give me HIV? You the only motherfucker I've been fucking raw. Fuck you mean?
Johnny, get the fuck out of the fire call, please.
Make sure you better. Now I'm gonna motherfucking bitch.
How you doing? I'm Detective Miles.
So you ready to tell me about you and your little girlfriend?
The bitch gave me HIV, and it's a possibility you got that shit. I fucked up.
Jamie, it's 4 a.m. in the morning.
All right. Salutations, everyone. Salutations. You know, it was pretty intense, wasn't it? That clip. So that clip was from a scene from a movie called Him and Her, and that is directed by our next guest. And the movie is actually going to be in my description box below this video. So please make sure you check this out. And I do want to apologize for the delay. On my end, mostly because I've been having technical difficulties. So now on my laptop instead of my desktop where I normally am, because my devices are not connecting, the internet was going slow. So I just appreciate those of y'all that's still showing up for me and supporting me despite the issues, because the devil is a liar and we're not going to allow that to defeat our purpose. So I really appreciate my guests for taking the time to come and bless us with this presence. So you know how to make sure that I had on my bra so I could be prepared to present to you, introduce to others, filmmaker, I wanted to make sure that I introduced filmmaker, actor, and director Terry T. Miles. Now we could do the intro. And here he is, Terry T. Miles in the building. He's in Atlanta traffic, so that's why he's behind the wheel right now. But Terry Miles, you're in the building. How's everything going?
What's going on? Everything is lovely. Definitely great day. Beautiful day in Atlanta.
Is it? Yeah, it is. It's getting warm out there. So I thank you for taking the time to sit with me. You know, so I just wanted to kind of get into your journey. I want to get into your backstory. I want to get into all of the things that I can get into while you're here with me. So I like to start in the beginning. But before we start the beginning, I want to kind of touch on that clip that we saw real quick, that movie called Him and Her. So can you give me a little bit of a premise of that, whatever you could give us without any too much spoilers about that movie, and how did you come up with the plot? How did you come up with the twist? How did you come up with that message? You know, it's got to be a message there. So how did you come up with that?
I mean, pretty much I came up with the whole concept of the movie. Some of it is actually based on a true story. With a young lady and a male friend of hers that I saw, I saw on Instagram, and the story kind of intrigued me. Of course, I switched some things up to make it entertaining, as far as you know, movie wise. But it's definitely a true story how a young lady played a trick on her husband and with her boyfriend. But it actually ended up more tragically than the movie. And I just wanted to and what made me really like it was we all living in a world now where we, you know, men and women, I'm not just gonna say women, but men, we play games with each other. Seems like no one is not really serious about relationships. None of that no more. Everybody falls in lust other than falling in love.
True.
So I wanted to make a film on that level for people to really understand and, you know, and see themselves to a degree in that film. And so shout out to the actors and actresses who really
Yes.
brought that film to life, especially like Spencer Maurice, who played that male lead role, and Tamika Turner, who played his girlfriend.
Right. Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I think that it also, I think we need to have more awareness, because you would think that by
Yeah,
now we in 2026, you would think that we'd be more reckless about, we would be, I'm sorry, we'd be less reckless about the
yeah,
choice we make when it comes to sexual activity, because we are all adults here. So we're going to do what we're going to do, and we are going to explore our sexual desires, but just be responsible about it.
yeah.
And you would think, like I said, by now we would know better by now to kind of not, continue to not only be irresponsible but put others at risk as well. So let's not do
Correct.
that. Let's do
Yeah,
better.
correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. I mean, uh, with the epidemic of what's taking place right now, a lot of people know. I like to touch down on that because I mean it's affecting us so badly, and it's not just a African American thing. It's
Right.
an all race thing right now, and the numbers are rising sky high daily in all major cities. So those are the numbers. The scary part is those are the numbers that they just know of.
Right.
It's not the numbers that people actually where people actually really have. But I mean, no one knows until they really get checked up. So it's really important to get checked out. Just keeping your body healthy and not being as reckless as you know people out here actually doing. I mean, of course, we all love to participate in love making, but we have to be responsible enough to understand how to do it if we're going to do it.
Okay. And well said. Yeah, thank you for that. Hold on one second, one second. Because you know what? I'm at the same time.
I can't really hear you.
All right.
Oh,
Can you hear me now?
yeah,
Hold on, hold on.
yeah. Uh, okay.
Okay, my apologies, everyone. I'm so sorry for that. I was trying to connect to my desktop just now, but I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm gonna just leave it be. I'm gonna just leave it
Okay.
alone. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, but I heard everything you said. Yeah, hey, Miss Stevie. Yes, shout out to Miss Stevie, who had the privilege of interviewing with Terry Miles
Yeah.
in the past. So shout out to Miss Stevie.
And shout out to
Um,
Miss Stevie.
yes. And definitely got to ask him about Uncle Willie. Okay, I will. Yeah, yeah, I will. But yeah, but I want to just like us because I try to make sure I establish a timeline. So like I said, thank you
Mhm.
for sharing your perspective on the movie and the message behind it. So now, like I said before, I like to get into the beginning of things, and it starts off with your childhood because you have to start. It has to start from somewhere. Your journey, and as far as where you are right now, it started from somewhere. So I wanted to,
Mhm.
get into your childhood, where you were born and raised, were you raised in a single parent household, two parent household with siblings, cousins, humble beginnings, or well to do? Like, can you share some memories of your childhood and, you know, and where it started?
Um, I mean, pretty much born and raised Washington D.C., Southeast, then the Poland apartments, definitely the projects. Um, my mother and father was when I was younger, they was on and off, but it ended up just being her by herself. To where we ended up moving out Maryland, Temple Hills, Hillcrest Heights area. But
Mm-hmm.
my background is pretty much like all young black men coming up. You know, doing what he felt what he thought was right at the time, which was wrong. and ended up going to juvenile facilities where I eventually graduated to the penitentiary,
Mm,
the federal penitentiary. I'm spending 10 years of my life. The crazy part about it is it may have been the best part of my life because it prepared me for the life what I am in, how I'm living now, and learning how to deal with people um, from all attitudes and all perspectives, principles, morals. It taught me all those, and it really taught me how to survive out here in the street of today. So I won't have to be one of the complainers that's always complaining about, oh, the white man got white man
mm-hmm.
has no hold on me. I do
Right,
what I want.
right.
Um, so I mean, I can't. I'm not mad. Like I say, a lot takes us through certain things in life for us to learn. It's never a loss. It's only a learn. And I've learned a lot coming up, and I see a lot now still to this day, and I love it. I just love life. I love everything that I have going on. I'm at peace with me, what I do, how I do it, and everything else is just lovely for me.
Okay, well, I'm glad to hear that, and I want to hear more about that testimony as we progress throughout this interview. But I want to get more into um, your childhood, and I know you said that
Mhm.
got into some things, but what about like before that, prior to that, as far as you said
Um,
you raised in the projects, were you, like I said, a single parent household, two parent household, siblings? Like, how was that upbringing like for you?
um, like I say, my parents they was on and off when I was real, real, real young. Um, and then like I say, when I probably like around about the age of like 9, pretty much it just broke off to just my mother. So coming up, I mean, it was different. It was different when I was coming up. You gotta understand, my age, I'm not young, so I come out of the era when I was coming up to where the older guys on the corner was doing everything they did to make sure I had everything to where I wouldn't do what they was doing. So it wasn't like now where everything is just so wild and people that you can't look up to the guys on the corner because they on drugs and they teaching you to be on drugs and they teaching you to do certain things in life that's negative that will hurt you later. Like I said, I came up with the pimps um, and those kind of situations to where they was trying to be father figures to the young guys coming up. When we
Right.
was playing sports, they was buying us the tennis shoes, stuff like that, telling us, man, don't be like me, be greater than me. But I've just always been one of the kind of people that life intrigued me. I wanted to be like them, but I wanted to be better than them. I wanted to be bigger than them. I like the respect they had. I fell in love with all that. That's what I wanted for myself. But I always wanted to do something differently than everybody else. If they was pimping, okay. Now I looked over here and looked at the dope boys.
Mm,
After I looked at the dope boys, I looked at something else over here that I want to do greater than them. So I've just always been awed from everybody else. My story. A lot of people don't really know my story because I'm saving it for later on for myself. But the way how I came up was totally different from a lot of other dudes that was on the corner. I wanted something else to sell other than drugs.
got you. And
You
so,
know.
yeah, because I know like a lot of especially a lot of men when they as they grow, or raise, a lot of times, when you talk about the pimps and those people out in the street, so the street life is more intriguing, so I get it. And
Yeah.
so a lot of people who are of the streets, even though they're not doing the legal, they're not taking the legal route, but it still seems like um they're still trying to instill certain values that's different from it's like do as I say, not as I do type of mindset.
Yeah.
So I do notice that a lot of people do look up to those type of individuals at the same time,
Yeah.
even though they're not, even though what they're doing is wrong, but they don't want you to go there. But you want to put your hand in the cookie jar. That's what it sounds like to me. you know.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah. And I actually did. I actually did. And you know, you got spanked. You know. But like I say, I've just been the kind of person. Whatever I deal I dealt with or whatever I was doing, I was man enough to stand to it. Never told on nobody, even though a lot of people told on me, but still to this day, I just never been mad with them. I understand the levels of men. Some certain things men can handle, some things others can't. I just looked at it. If you can't handle it, don't indulge in it.
Right,
So I
right.
mean, I didn't never trip about that. All I care about is me. I don't care nothing about nobody else about what they doing, how they doing it. That's your business. All I care about is me and what I do.
And so let me ask you, did you so do you if you have any memories, because I like to always go into the elementary, junior high school of it all. And I know that based on what you started off with, I know that school was not priority for you,
Yeah,
but just at least during that time, because that's a level of self-discovery that's not always talked about. And I like to hear the different memories and different stories from other guests that I have. So as far as elementary, junior high school, what was that experience like for you? Because we all have our different experiences. Like like you seem like you're like more of the popular one. I don't know whether you was a shy one at that time. We explore our anatomy, we explore puberty, humping in the staircase, all kind of things we get into
yeah.
in within that time frame. So what was it like for you at that time?
My personality in school, I've always been popular.
Hmm.
Because I was always funny, class clown, always known for saying anything out my mouth at any given time. Even though my mother was a single parent, she worked very hard to make sure I had on the latest of anything. Um, so I just, like I said, I've always been popular. It's just always been my demeanor. It's always been my energy to wherever I go, I light up the room. Um, Without me even having to open my mouth. People just always been curious. Man, who was that? So I never had those issues with people of getting attention to where like of today a lot of people have to get people attention by going out or doing something just crazy. Me, I can go in a room in front of a group of people and don't even open my mouth. It's just my presence of how I walk in what's gonna make you intrigued about who is that dude. So I mean those are things I've learned and I possess for myself to know how to move out here without having to be looked upon as a clown or thirsty.
Right, right. And so, as far as that time of your life, and like I said, I'm still on elementary, junior high school.
Mhm.
You said that the popular kid is, there was some about your presence that was really intriguing to other kids. So,
Yeah.
what else can you remember at that time that
I I to
that
be
you
honest with you, I don't really have no memories too much of school because
right,
and I hate to say this is because it wasn't a big issue to me. I didn't care about
right,
it. Like I say, from like 1986 to 1999, I probably spent you know probably 3 Christmases at home.
mm,
So school wasn't a big thing to me. I mean, I didn't care about it. To this day, I wish I had her because would probably be a lot more further than where I am now. With a lot of things educational wise, and studying business and all that. So the life I live now, everything I'm doing come to me naturally. And like I say, it's just a God given talent what I had. I never thought I would be able to type a script. I didn't ever know how to type.
right, right,
So, things like that, little things like that make me look at, it's a gift that I have because I didn't learn it nowhere. I just challenged myself to go do it. And that's just not waiting for nobody to help me. I ask for help, but then if you don't acknowledge it to me or I just go do it myself.
right. And I think that also, Terry, I think that that's to be commended as well, because even if you at this point in your life being able to be accountable for what has happened in your life and the setbacks that you had that you brought onto yourself, but at the same time you was able to acquire, you was able to challenge yourself to think bigger
Yeah.
and and go, focus on the bigger picture. But before I get to the bigger picture part, I want to get more into like when did you so you said between that time. So what were your ages at that time when you said that you was in and out?
Um, like I say, teenage age. I didn't get released until I was 29.
Oh, okay.
Um, I was 29. I spent all my adult ages in the penitentiary in Lorton facility. So like I say, everything I learned then I learned from there. You got a lot of kids, graduating from college, and they learning from their parents or their fathers or what they see in the streets. My learning ability became different, and my learning ability became to be able to read people. While college kids was reading books, I was learning how to read people. I was learning how to read evil-minded people. So it helped me to a degree to where now no one out here could trick me. No one.
Right.
I've been around the world's most dangerous, evilest people. Out here in this world now is a playground to me. So, and like I say, I love it. I'm at peace.
Okay, okay, and I'm glad you said that you was at peace because
Hmm.
because that kind of that's an indication of how content you are. So that's a good thing too. How content are
Hmm.
you, by the way, or at this point? How content are you?
I'm very content now. Like, I'm to a degree, I always want more for myself. I'm never comfortable, but as far as mentally, I'm content. I'm loving everything. When you content when you can hang by yourself and you enjoy yourself. And a lot of people know, if you see me in Atlanta, I'm only probably with one person or maybe two. Uh, that's Spencer Maurice, or Everett E. Those are the only two you probably really see me with in Atlanta. Other than that, you always see me by myself. I'm always by myself. Like I say, I'm very content. I fear nothing, and I just keep everything with a positive outlook. I don't go looking for negativity or trying to be around negative vibe people.
Yeah.
So
So
me, I be just chilling.
no, I wanted to ask you. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good thing too, because I'm the same way. I'm very much antisocial. So yeah, I get
Uh,
exactly where you're coming from. But I wanted to ask you, was there a period because you said that you did not spend much time at home. So were there ever
mhm.
moments where like when you were out of um out of the penitentiary where you did you take any self-reflection of okay, this is not what I want to go back to? Like what made you go like why would you take certain actions to take you back to that place? I mean, was there, as I know sometimes you may not learn the first time, but then
Mhm.
the second time is like it might click to you like, okay, this is not where I want to be in life. So what
Um, like I say, in the juvenile facilities, being locked up 8 months here, a year here, you know, it's you're juvenile. I mean, you don't take life serious,
mm-hmm,
and then you got to think, coming up, then you just in there, you fighting, you fighting, or somebody may get beat down with a sock and a lock, or but
mm-hmm,
when you go to the penitentiary, uh, Lawton told me it's a different kind of word, G. Out here, people in the streets call gangsters. We call G for gladiator.
mm-hmm.
To where there's no guns, there's no none of that. You get your knife, he get his knife, you get your trash can top, he get his trash can top, and you two go in the rec yard and y'all battle it out. So gladiator style. So when you start seeing that and you start indulging in that and you start saying, okay, this is serious, because one day I might be in the chow hall eating next to you, the next day I ask where you at, man, you got killed last night, you know, or you walk down the walk for breakfast in the morning and you see him stabbed over 60 times and he asking for help, and you got to mind your business. You know what I'm saying? So those are the things that teach you, like, man, life is real. Do I want to commit to living like this, or do I want to really, really get out and make a change for my life, and then hang around people that's in there that's never getting out? And you can't complain about being locked up for 10 years, because that's like 10 days to someone who is never getting out. So
Yes.
you can't even mention that. So it's little things like that that taught me and showed me, look, man, you got to be a man about whatever you do now. And it molded me to be the man who I am in the streets. Am I perfect? No, I'm not perfect. Do I care? Yeah, I care a lot. Uh, but I still want better for me. I still want better for a lot of people. Uh, do a lot of people try me? Oh, a lot of people always try me. But at the end of the day, you got to remember when you get out of prison, you got to learn how to think for you and other people. So, I just laugh in my head like, man, if you only knew. But, I give them a pass. I let them go because I'm just not at the point no more to where, you know, me imagining your family crying because you gone,
Right.
and I also understand what goes around comes around. What you put
Hmm.
out in the world, it comes back to you. So I be real careful. So now all that did was just help me to eliminate my space from other people. So that's why I say I'm glad that I've learned how to read people because before you get to that point, I'm just not no longer around you.
Yes. So you learn your sense of discernment is much higher now.
Way higher,
Yeah,
way,
yeah, yeah.
way
So
higher.
so Terry, what was the pivotal point in your life when you said, okay, you know what? I've been locked down for long enough, and I want to do something different. I want a different approach. What was that? What was that turning point? Like, what was that light bulb in your head that said, you know what? I want to do something different. I don't want to be in this space anymore, and I want to do a 180. Like, what was that? Was there a
Uh,
particular moment or instance that occurred that made you decide to go the other route?
1993,
Mm,
when I, I I had already been in since 1990. 1993, I caught a case conspiracy to murder while I was incarcerated, and they sent me to maximum security and behind the wall. And behind the wall, you locked up in a cell so small that if you fall, you would never hit the ground because the next wall would catch you.
wow.
And we was locked down 23 and a half hours a day. Um, for 15 minutes, a 5 minute phone call, a 10 minutes, no, 5 minute shower and a 10 minute phone call. And when you had to come out with handcuffs and shackles on. So, when my mother visited me and seeing me like that, it started really getting to me to a degree. Because I know she didn't want this for her only son. And I dropped to my knees and I started praying every day because I didn't want this life. And I ended up staying back there for 2 years, like that every day, 23 and a half hours a day locked in that cell. So it just made me reflect and it made me, man, like I say, drop down. I guess like they say, God knows how much you could take. And when he put you in a position to where he really made you to be someone special, but we don't listen. He put you in a solitary to where now you have no choice but to listen to me.
Yes,
And I
yes,
mean, and so from that day, I promised myself that um, if I ever got out, I would change my life to a certain level to where, man, I would make people happy. I would make people respect me in another light. And while I was in there, I only used to read about I think it was I forgot what hip hop magazine it was then, but I used to read about Master P.
okay,
And I used to always ask God, like, man, if this is what I really supposed to do, make it, give me a sign. And he didn't give me a sign until like from like that 93, I didn't realize it was God using me and guiding me there and getting my attention to guide me until like 2000 and 2004 when I actually ended up realizing like, wow, God is real because I'm living in Masterpiece House, man.
mm,
So, for a guy that was all the way in the East Coast in Washington, D.C., locked up, to being all the way out in L.A., um, living in Bel Air Crest in Masterpiece
mm,
House, driving his cars when I wanted to, you
wow,
know, you know, almost being like Romeo's uncle. It's God is real. And so, that's why I don't let no one out here now determine or get me on a level to where it's going to get me to change back to that person who I used to be because they're a joke. So now I just give it to God, amen. And I watch how he destroys them.
yes,
So, I realize that. So that's why I'm like, man, nothing can really get to me right now. Uh, I'm just, man, when I know people don't like me for their purposes and not mine, um, I don't trip. I just laugh about it.
right,
I laugh about it, and I'm like, man, I hope they get a
yeah.
chance to realize that, man, they hating the wrong person or they mad with the wrong person
And you know
because
what?
of the.
And what they eat don't make you.
It definitely don't. But
You
you know
know?
what? I just be so I be so scared for them because I want everything for everybody. But by you being like that to me, he will take it from you, whatever you got going on. So I mean, I just be cool, man. I just be cool and I just sit back. Like I said, I'm getting way older. And a lot of people get me mixed up because I might play these roles where I'm younger or I might hang around certain people. But man, I'm old. I'm old as hell. So and they don't realize it till later. Like, damn, what you mean you ain't hanging out? Man, I'm going in.
Like
So
I'm going to bed. What you
yeah,
mean?
I'm going to bed, man. You gotta understand, man. Shit, I'm 3 years from 60. So man, I don't be doing none
That's
of
not
that
that
crazy stuff
old.
no more.
You mean you
Yeah,
sound like a Methuselah? You sound like a Methuselah. You're not that old, Terry.
but you know what? I say that because a lot of people I be around be 38, 35.
Right. Okay.
So I mean, and then
Because you look
that's their
young. That's
age.
probably what it
That
is too.
yeah, yeah, but see, that's their
Yeah.
age, but
Yeah.
mentally they 25, 20.
Yes. Mhm.
So I be like, man, I'm not doing that. Man, come on, man. Man, I'm not doing that. So, I was just like, man, look, man, I'm just going to myself. And that's what I do. I beat to myself.
Yeah, yes. And that's the best thing too. Sometimes, there's nothing wrong
Mm,
with having a social life, but then, sometimes you got to balance it out. There's always a
yeah,
balance. There's always a time and a place. So I get that. But I do want to get back into because you mentioned about how you allow God to reveal his true
right.
intentions with you. You allowed him to reveal your true purpose. So when did you discover that? Like when did it hit you that started your career, that started your journey?
It,
It's- When did it start?
like when I got out, no, when I got out, I was, when I got out in 99, I was just really trying to just find me. Like, what could I do? You know, and when I started, it seemed like when I wanted that, things just start lining up for me. Like, being here, being there, meeting this person, meeting that person. Um, like I say, I mean, shout out to the comedian Mike Brooks from Washington D.C. He God put him in my life, and at the time he was doing real big things, from BET Comic View to opening up for Martin Lawrence and stuff like that. So I started promoting and doing comedy cruises uh, back in 2000, Moonlight Comedy Cruises on the Spirit of Washington boat in Washington D.C., having the comedians from Brubman, JB Smooth, Michael Blackston, all them. So, me meeting all them just started setting me up for bigger things. Kevin Hart, taking Kevin Hart on the road and stuff like that, and all came through Mike Brooks. So it all led to that, to me meeting AJ Johnson. And AJ Johnson's the one who, rest in peace.
Yeah,
He the
Friday.
one who introduced me to Meister. The one who introduced me to Master P.
Oh,
And
okay.
and me and Master P became close people. I mean, close friends after that.
Yeah, and so what now with that connection, I know you mentioned about you starting to promoting, you started promoting.
Yeah, yeah.
And so how did that go from you promoting comedy shows or promoting to you becoming a filmmaker, entrepreneur? Like,
Yeah.
how can you take us to that transition?
Can you hear me?
I hear you now.
Can you hear me?
I hear you now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much just I would throw my own events and I would host them. That was my way of getting in the entertainment industry.
Yeah, getting in the loop,
So I
right?
just wasn't a promoter. Yeah, I wasn't just the promoter. I was the front face of the whole event. And me getting around and people starting to see me, and doing a lot of things in the entertainment industry, in the comedy world, it put me in places, and put me in rooms with people that was already climbing to a higher level. And after getting with P, once you get with someone like Master P, he's gonna do everything. So it's no titles. You have no title. It's whatever we doing, we doing. So turning into, from a comic to being a ghostwriter for a lot of the films, a lot of the sitcoms, I was learning at the same time. So I didn't take a lot of money. I just wanted to learn. I wanted to get in because I'm a hustler. So me being that hustler, once I see something, I got it, and I'm gonna do it greater and bigger. Um, so either we could do it together, or you'll become my competition. So I mean, you know, and that's what I did, and he respected me for being that hustler. Because you don't have to tell me 2 or 3 times. Once I see it,
Gotcha.
once I got it, I
Hmm.
got it, and once I got it, it's a wrap. I'm gonna run with it. I'm gonna run with it like I'm a Mexican. So until it work, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't have no plan B. It's only A for me. So I gotta make it work. And I believe in me so strongly to where it's like I'm a damn superhero with powers. So that's one thing you can never take from me believing in me. And that's all I need. As long as I got that, it ain't nothing I can't do or make happen.
Absolutely, absolutely, and well said. And so, now I understand. You know, you saying that you meeting up with Master P, and you getting into certain lanes and certain circles, and you're the face of this brand, right? So,
Mhm.
how did it go from that to you get into the film, into the film industry?
Just watching him. Watching him, Pete took me to a lot of his meetings. People got to understand, I haven't been around just because of Tubi. I go way
Right,
back,
right.
way back to Blockbuster. When me and Pete was putting movies in Blockbuster. When he was taking me to Urban Works, which turned to Cold Black Entertainment. So I knew a lot of people. And I learned from him how to really go get a check when it wasn't no social media, no platforms, no influencers, or none of that
Right.
media stuff. Everything was the streets.
Word of mouth.
Um, right, we know everything was the streets, the yellow lines. That's all I knew. So learning from him, he taught me that. And me watching him making films and see how he was doing it, I was like, well, shit, this shit ain't hard. And I just started applying. And once I seen him do it, I came back to Atlanta. And when I came back to Atlanta and started doing it, wasn't nobody doing the film game. Only people was in Atlanta doing films was uh Tyler Perry wasn't here yet. It was just William Packard, which was Rainforest Films, another independent guy named Bobby Peoples, and myself. Tyler Perry wasn't even here yet. So we was the only ones who was doing films. Everybody else was into the rap world. So,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
everybody, you know, so I'm the first person to put a independent street gangster movie with an unknown cast in Redbox and outsell Django the
Red
first night it
box.
was
Yeah.
released. So a lot of people didn't know how I was doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because you had to go get a deal and sit in an office with people, and people don't understand. Like doing films is like going to the bank getting a loan. If if that company don't know who you have in that movie, they like, man, how am I gonna get my money back if I put it in
Right.
a disc in Target,
Taking a
Walmart,
risk.
Best
Yeah.
Buy?
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to have a hell of a mouthpiece to go in there and tell these motherfucking people, like, to make them feel like this dude can really sell. And I mean, that's what I did. I mean, when MySpace was out, I utilized MySpace when it came out, and I made
MySpace.
everybody, when the movie dropped, I made everybody at 12 o'clock go and, man, just tell all their friends to man, go and go get the movie. And at the time, I had 1 million followers on MySpace, so it was easy for me to push it and promoting it. And then how I got the deal is I just told Redbox, you know, I asked them how many Red boxes they had around the world, and I will fund my own 2 discs in there. And if I fail, then just let me fail. But if I win, we got to keep doing business. And the same guy told me, he was like, you're gonna lose. You're gonna waste your money because no one knows you. And
Wow.
we only deal with your Steven Spielbergs, your Quentin Tarantinos, or, you know, we don't deal with independent people. I said, well, just let me try. And they did it. And after I did that little MySpace thing, he called me, man, probably about 2 weeks later, was like, for the love of God, who are you?
Hmm.
Because he said, man, you sold, man, more than Django. And the crazy part about it is no one is bringing your disc back. They're keeping it. And when you did that in Redbox, after 30 days, 29 days, they would just charge you $30 for the disc, because it used to be $1 where you could just rent it a day and bring it back the next day. But if
Right.
you kept it past 29 days, it was $30 they charged you. So it worked for me, but it didn't work for me. The good thing is it made Redbox want to deal with me, and it opened the doors for all independent people
Right.
now.
Right.
But the bad part is I wasn't getting no more money
The
from it.
money, the money. Yeah, yeah.
You know, so I mean, it was cool, but it was a blessing, and I can sit back and say, man, okay, damn, I pulled a Master P. I opened up the doors for independent filmmakers now. You know, to be accepted in Redbox next to Denzel Washington and Jamie Foxx and everybody else. So I mean, you know, I feel good about myself.
No, you should. And and that's the thing about being innovative in that space, and is to
Yeah,
be able to open up those doors. And and it's like you talk about Redbox and MySpace is so nostalgic to me anyway.
sure.
So, and the fact that you was able to do it at that time where social media was, not a thing, and
None of
before
that.
none of that, you really grinded out there, and I
Yeah,
like that's why these are the stories I like to hear, about
yeah,
you like really grinding in this and understanding like there is no plan B, like you said before, like there's no plan B, like this is it for me, and I'm gonna go hard or go home, basically.
yeah,
So
yeah,
that's the thing
yeah.
about it. So tell me more about your company, because I know you was mentioning about not only you're promoting and you're doing the filmmaking and you're coordinating different events. Can you give us more about that?
Oh, I mean, I mean now, I mean everybody know me from Silverback Films. That's me in the films that the genre kind of films that I put out, which may be urban dramas. I use that. But when I want to go to another direction and have a clean kind of film or a love drama, I use T Miles Vision. T Miles Vision is just the umbrella of everything. Silverback Films is under that umbrella. Right now, we just created me and another friend of mine, a DC homie of mine. Uh, we're starting up this coalition called the Go Getters. Um, so you know, a lot of us you may see like T Miles the Go Getter, Go the Go Getter, you know, Spencer Maurice the Go Getter, Sean Branch the Go Getter. We're just young black men who are very successful in our own way, which we're known as being go getters. We're trying to change the narrative of we're not drug dealers. We don't do nothing negative. We do
Right.
everything positive. And we're just trying to change that narrative. Go getters as some positive stuff, and that's what we're doing right now. So, you know, we got a big event this weekend in DC along with Tricky Entertainment. We're going to, you know, pay homage to Tricky Entertainment, one of the biggest entertainment companies in DC, which they have a 2-day weekend event called uh, uh, Wind Down. I think Wind Down Weekends, something like that. But they have like Scarface, a lot of the go-go bands. It's
Mhm.
just a big tribute to Patti LaBelle, everything that's going to be going on out there, and it's like 9,000 people that would be there. So we're going out there to go get us, and we're gonna bring out all the big toys, the Rolls Royces, the Maybachs, you know, and just show, man, look, we the go getters, and you can be one too. You know, if you just believe in yourself, that's it.
All right. So see now, if you want to be a go-getter, make sure you reach out to Terry Miles. He's going to give you
Yeah.
the tools that you need to be a go-getter. And so all his information is in the description box. Make sure that you follow him. Make sure you support all of his projects, anything he's got going on. Please make sure you support him and everyone else that he's named as well. I mean, everyone, especially in the independent realm, because they're all doing this out of their own dime. This is all coming from their blood, sweat, and tears. So we definitely got to make sure that we show up. We got to show up for them.
Yes.
All right. So, but I'm going to ask you, Terry. Do you have another device or you just a phone?
Just his phone. I'm in the
Oh,
car.
oh, okay. No, because sometimes people have multiple phones. That's why I asked. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, because I meant to tell you, this is my fault, because I meant to ask you before to have, if you're able to have access to another device, because there's this particular segment that I like to do with actors that I wanted to do, but yeah. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. No, I'm good. Yeah, you know, I always look around.
Oh, no, I was saying that it's a particular segment that I like to do, but I don't know if you're
Okay.
able to, I don't know if you're able to do it because you're on your phone now. So yeah, but I meant to ask you that before, so that's my fault. But so let me ask you now, with everything that you had said about your journey and your testimony. Who's Uncle Willie, by the way? Is that an actual uncle? Is there an actual Uncle Willie in your life, or that's a character you play?
Uh, it's a character that me and Master P had developed, where we had took it on the road as a stage play, the Uncle Willie family. Then we shot it. We shot episodes of a sitcom of it, and it's a character me and like I said, Master P. He wanted, and he told me about it, and I went and created it. And
Oh,
yeah, we ran with it for some years.
and that's it's played by you.
Yeah, it's played by me, starred by me. It's a real old guy, and I actually play that character on I Got the Hook Up too. A lot of people don't know it's me, but it's actually me, which where I play AJ Johnson's father, and the comedian I forgot her name, but everybody know her. She got like a little short haircut, funny old chick. I'm her love interest, but
Lunel.
Lunel,
Yeah, that sounds like
Yeah. Look, shout out Lunel, yeah.
Yeah, shout out to
Um, yeah, I play her little love interest, but
Lunel.
yeah, it's a character that I play in that, you know, and I love I Got to Hook Up too because I got a chance to work with John
Yeah.
Witherspoon.
Give us a little bit of
Um,
Uncle Willie. Uncle Willie,
yeah.
can we meet Uncle Willie right now? Real quick, can we meet Uncle Willie right
You,
now?
you, you know what? I'm gonna tell you, it's really hard for me to do if I'm not him because the teeth and everything. But
Oh,
you
okay,
man,
okay.
oh man, it's crazy. It's off the chain. It's really off the chain. But I would have to be in full. Put it like this: when I'm in full character, people didn't
Okay.
know for a long time that I was an older guy. They didn't know. So when me and P was on the road doing it, and people would come to the play, they would see us at the hotel, and I would be out of it. And everybody like, man, I seen Master P, I seen Romeo, Silk. Man, I ain't seen Uncle Willie yet. And they'd be like, shh, that's him right there in the computer room. And I'd be like, man, that's a young dude. That ain't him. I'm like, nah, that is him. So a lot of people didn't believe it, you know what I'm saying, when they actually seen me without it.
Oh, okay. Okay, like I said, so now I gotta look for Uncle Willie now. Okay. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna look for Uncle Willie. Yeah, because I definitely had to ask about
You
that.
can actually go, yeah, you can actually go on YouTube and just pull up
Yeah.
Uncle Willie's Family, or if you go in there and just see just type in Uncle Willie's Family or Uncle Willie's Family stage play, a lot of the clips and stuff will come up, and the sitcom trailer and all that will come up.
You know, and I saw like you did some appearances or some of the BET shows as well, like the Oval, and you know, I know you had done some appearances there as well.
No, not the Oval. That was my lead actor guy, Spencer Maurice.
Oh,
He
okay.
did the Oval, yeah. So
Oh,
I push and I promote him a whole lot because he got a lot that's coming on. He's gonna be the new face of film and television. He have a lot going on, to where we keep it under the hat until it's time. But
okay.
a lot of people are very interested in him. Flying all the way here to Atlanta just to just sit down with him and let him audition in front of them. But it's crazy because right now it's a viral clip right now of of him walking up the steps carrying a washing machine by itself, and it went viral everywhere.
Carrying a washing machine.
A whole washing machine by itself walking up the steps like it's real light. A whole flight of steps. So I mean, and everybody keep calling him a super nigga, man. We don't know who this super nigga is, but I mean, it's funny, it's hilarious.
Oh, okay, okay. I gotta look out for that one. But I want to know as far as you go. I was getting into your journey and stuff. So how do you balance like your work as well as like do you have like any family, children, any?
Yeah, I have two kids, son and a daughter, Shamari and Terry. Love them to death. Real good kids, real good kids, doing very well for themselves. So yeah, definitely shout out to them. I'm proud of both of them. You know, the path that they're taking is the path I pray for my kids to have one day.
Oh, absolutely. And so at the time, like your children are they're adults now, correct?
Yeah, they're adults. Yeah, my daughter is 27 and I mean 26, and my son is 20. No, my daughter's 27 and my son is 25, about to turn 26.
Okay, so you already had so they were born after you
After I got out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
after I got out. Yeah.
And so when you shares, I know that I'm sure you shared your past with them, and so how do you?
Oh yeah, they know.
Yeah, they know about it, and so
Yeah, they know.
Was there ever, because sometimes when as children get older, did they have any judgment towards you, or did they
No.
or they just use that as motivation, as inspiration?
I just pretty much shared to them that they was blessed to have the best of both worlds. To have a positive mother as they both have, my two kids' mother, and also to have a father with a background where he come from. It should be nowhere you should go wrong in life. We're having the best of both worlds. A good mother and a father with a background like you had, because what she can't help you with, I can help you with, and how to
Yeah,
to move on in life. Because life is cold. It's a cold world. If
it
you don't know how
is.
to deal with her out here, she will freeze you to death. So but no, my kids, they definitely good. They're definitely good.
Okay, so now let me ask you this, like, because I always like to challenge a lot of my guests to pour into the younger version of themselves if they can, or just like those around them. Like, if you could, pour into the young men and young women who are aspired to be whatever, even it don't necessarily have to be in the film or entertainment industry, but just in general, just aspiring to be whatever they want to be in life, and just kind of going, down a certain road. Like, well, how would you pour into them? How would you, what would you say to them?
I mean, pretty much, just be your own person, your own judgment. Whatever you want to do in life, just don't take no for an answer. Just do it. I mean, if you ain't got a way, make a way. Everything ain't about money. And I always tell a lot of the youth, man, don't love money, love people. Use money, don't use people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the whole key to life. If you could just abide by those things right there, everything you want will come to you. And just remember, your tongue is a wand. You could curse your life or you could bless your life. Always speak positivity over your life. Always think positivity in your life, because that will help attract whatever you want, whatever life has for you, whatever your desires are, it will attract to you. If you think negative, you're gonna get negative. If you think positive, you're gonna get positive. So man, just always, man, just have a positive outlook on everything. And don't always, man, look at what someone else had, because you don't know, or be
Hmm.
jealous of what someone else had because you didn't know what it take for them to get it.
Right. That's true.
That's all. And whatever they got, you can have. You can have more. You know what I'm saying? Just we've been so taught that the sky's the limit. No, it's not. No, that's not the limit. We can go further than that. You just gotta go. Just don't be lazy. Just go do it. That's all.
True. Yeah, well said. Yeah, thank you for that. And oh, I wanted to go real quickly. I wanted to go back real quick because I wanted to ask you. I'm curious about when it comes to your filmmaking and the
Mhm.
script writing and how you put a story out there to the masses. How selective are you, or what part do you play in selecting the cast and just kind of the location, and how do you put it? I mean, I know you can't put it too much into it, but it just kind of give like a cliff notes of like what is your approach towards putting your story out there? What is your process like? That's what I meant to ask that before.
Um, I just come up with a concept, a title. When I come up with a title, by the time I'm finished that night, by the time I lay down and go to sleep and wake up, the whole movie will come to me.
Mm,
Um, and the crazy part about it is it'll come to me to on a level to where I have so many people in my head that every day they ask me or tell me, "Don't forget about me, don't forget about me, don't forget about me." You know, and when I call you, that's your time. Be ready. I'm like a gift and a curse. The gift is you want to be seen, you're gonna be seen because I'm in it. Because I'm gonna make sure I'm seen. But the curse is, can you keep up?
right.
Because like I say, I can do a whole feature film in 3 or 4 days. We're gonna work. We're gonna work. We're gonna get it done. Um, just be ready. But like I say, the whole movie will come to me, and everybody who I need in it, they would just automatically start coming to me. They would come, and I'll just put them in that position.
Okay. And how does the process of execution, I mean, because you talked about the process as far as preparation and
Mhm,
knowing what to expect from everyone
mhm.
involved. So now what is your approach towards letting everything just execute to the point where you get the finished product, for what to get into what we get to see on screen?
Like I say, man, the team that I work with, they they're very talented. They're blessed. They know how I want things done and how I want it to look. So I mean, once I pass it over to over to them, they make the magic work. They know what I'm looking for. They know how I want it done. And it's just, man, just having great chemistry with people. Once they learn you and you learn them, it should be no way y'all can't win together.
True, and I received that wholeheartedly. So now, what's next for you? That you could talk about. What's the next step for you?
It's quite a few. I just wrapped a film last week called My Own Shadow. Me teaming up with my homie Jamal, 88 Frames. Very talented director, very talented film guy, behind the camera guy. I mean, he shoots all the reality shows. He shoots Love and Hip Hop. He does all that. So this film we just did, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a psycho thriller that I'm starring, and it's bananas. I can't really give it away, but it's crazy. Like when I tell you, I've always wanted to do like an Anthony Perkins Psycho, or man, it's crazy. And it's so crazy. When I looked at a lot of the footage the other day, I scared me. I was like, whoa. I was like, man, I hope no demonic entity got into me when we did that, because man, I look scary as hell. So that right there is a film project that's done. Right now I have another project that I'm going to work on called Him or Me, and that's a good one. I have a series that we're going to start shooting, because I always want to do that. I'm gonna go back to the more gangster side of things,
Okay.
and the urban dramas, because people love those, and people been asking me since Recognize 1 and 2 to, man, do another urban drama, man. You the truth when it comes to those. So right now I'm gonna get at people what they want. So it's quite a few things that I have going on that I'm doing. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be exciting this summer. We're gonna make the summer cold.
Okay. Okay. You said make the summer cold. You bet. All
We're gonna
right
make the
now.
summer cold.
All right
We're
now.
gonna make the summer cold. So you want the cold hearted stuff. We about to give you the cold hearted stuff, and also like Tick for Tat Part 2. That's
yes.
done, and it should be out any day.
Yes.
So
yeah, I remember
excited.
that one. Yeah, good.
I'm excited.
Yeah, you should be. You should be. Yeah, make sure you look out for those projects, you guys. Make sure, get yourself right. Get yourself right, and make sure, like I said, make sure you support all of these filmmakers and actors and actresses that are a part of all of these projects. Yes. Like I said before, it is so important that we invest in us, basically. So that's
and I have a lot of projects that I'm behind that I'm not in, like Bath Time. That's on Tubi right now. Very good movie, shot by Jamal behind, and another comedy series we releasing called Instant Famous, star-studded cast from Young Jock to everybody that I'm behind, and I'm doing a lot of behind the scenes stuff now too.
Yeah. Okay. What do you prefer? Behind the scenes or in front of the camera?
I love it all.
Mm-hmm.
I love it all. The thing is, I like creating magic, and I love to see how people's eyes light up when they see themselves.
Oh, good. Okay, I love
Yeah,
that.
so I love it all. I just love it all.
Yeah, okay, and I love that for you. And I'm glad I'm glad I was able to be a part of a smidgen of your journey, because I know, like, I just became familiar with you these past few years, but I'm just glad to be a part of that journey, whatever it led up to, whatever it was, wherever it started. So I appreciate that as well. But Terry, I want to have a little fun with you, even though I really wanted to do this other segment, but this is a segment that I like to do as well, called This or That.
Okay.
Here they come, yo. Here they come.
All right, so This or That. So I normally I put out random stuff out there, and you have to choose one or the other. You can't plead the fifth, and you can't say both. It's either one or the other. All right. Are you good?
Okay.
You still good? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm ready.
All righty. We're almost done, so no worries.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So him and her, or a different affair? That's what it's called, right? Different affair?
Oh no, Affair to Remember.
Affair to Remember. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was like, wait,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, Affair to. Okay. You say either. I had to pick which one.
Yes.
I'm gonna go with him and her for
Okay.
what it stands for. For what it stands for.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Candy apples or candy grapes?
Candy apples.
Yeah, I used to like those back in the day. Popeye or Bluto?
Popeye.
I was trying to see if you remember that. Remember that one? I'm like, I said, you
Yeah.
got it. Popeye.
Yeah.
Okay.
Popeye.
Yeah. Okay. Now, peanut butter and jelly or peanut butter and banana?
Peanut butter and banana.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, you like peanut butter and banana? Okay. All right. And so, Kool-Aid or iced tea?
Iced tea.
I mean, do anybody drink
Iced tea.
Oh, but do you still drink Kool-Aid? I don't even know anybody that still
Yeah,
drinks Kool-Aid.
yeah, I do though.
You do?
I have.
Oh, okay. All right. Now, the theme song. Oh goodness. The theme song to Family Matters or the theme song to 227. You remember those? You remember the?
Yeah, I'm Family Matter. Yeah. I mean, I'm a Jack K fan, but Family Matter.
Yeah, I was going to ask you to sing. I was actually saying. I'm saying. Can you remember some of it? You remember some of how it goes?
I don't. I ain't gonna even lie. No.
So I like to put people on the spot, to have a little fun with it.
Nah.
Okay. All right. So, America's Got Talent or American Idol?
I don't watch neither one.
Okay.
But if I had to choose, I would probably say American Idol because I actually went on it.
Oh, you was on it.
Not on it. I was sitting in the audience.
It was the audience. Oh, for
I was in one of the tapings.
Oh, okay. It's part of the studio audience.
Yeah, I was in one of the Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So, since you like to, you like to big up people. So, is Spencer Maurice or DeJuan Ford?
DeJuan Ford. That's the one in Detroit.
Yeah, and then you work with him. I thought you worked with him.
DeJuan, light skin, right? The light skin one.
Yeah, light skin.
Me and DeJuan haven't did nothing yet, but I gotta go with Spencer Maurice.
No. Hold on, because I got to change it.
You gotta change it up. Okay.
Yes, I thought you worked with him.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. Now, did you work? Okay, so again, Spencer Maurice or Montreal Diggs? Did you work with him? Montreal Diggs.
Montreal Diggs. I'm hard on names. You gotta build me almost every day for me to know.
Oh, because I'm surprised. I'm surprised you didn't work with DeJuan Ford.
I'm gonna go with Spencer though. I got to go with mine. I got to go with mine regardless.
You're gonna be biased anyway.
But I'm a big fan. DeJuan, that's my man. I'm a big fan of DeJuan.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of DeJuan. Yeah. Everybody always say me and DeJuan since we always playing some shiesty dudes, we need to do something together. So definitely, man, DeJuan, my guy. Matter of fact, he's on my cruise, but DeJuan, my guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, shout out to him. I'm trying to get them both on my platform, Spencer and DeJuan. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So okay. So Brittany Passion or Diamond Star?
I gotta go with. I'm gonna say Brittany because I've been knowing her for years.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Brittany because I've been knowing her way before the film game.
Oh, okay. So y'all kind of like had a friendship before.
Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? I've been knowing her before she even came to Atlanta, so I gotta say Brittany Passion.
Okay, got you. Shout out to Brittany Passion and John Singleton or Spike Lee.
Oh man, I'm a big Spike Lee fan. I'm a big Spike. He gave me a gem before, so I gotta definitely go with Spike Lee.
All right, so thank you so much for playing. I'm sorry, I gotta use my hand applause because I don't know. I can't get to my sound applause like I want to. But thank you so much for playing with me, Team Miles. Thank you so much.
Definitely.
Yeah. So I'm so mad I can't get this laptop is not allowing me to get to what I want to get to. So my apologies for that.
It's
All
good.
right.
It's all good. I'm
Yeah.
enjoying.
Oh, good, good. I'm glad to hear that. You know, you're not just putting me on, are you? You're not just saying that. You're not just saying
No,
that.
no, I'm not acting right now. I'm being for real.
You ain't gotta flatter me. I mean, you know,
No, I'm
you
being
ain't
for
gotta
real.
flatter me, but do it anyway. Do it anyway. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm enjoying. I'm enjoying.
Yeah, but next time you come, Terry, and I'm manifesting that. Next time you come, we definitely got to do the actor part segment, and we got to
Okay.
talk more about the you know, more about your different roles, and you know, I want to get more into your because I mean, I don't want to take too much of your time, so that's why you got to make sure you come
That's
back
cool.
because I want to get more into your journey and other things. But these are two final questions that I love to ask before we
Mhm.
wrap up here. Now, if you had the opportunity to have 5 people at the seat of your table, dead or alive, who would they be and why? And I need the why for each one.
Wow. Oh wow. Um. One, Dick Gregory.
Okay, why?
Because of the knowledge of this industry.
Okay.
Um. Uh. Martin Luther King. Just so I can ask him, how did you remain humble through all the situations that was going on? When I know you wanted to turn the other cheek on how they was treating you. Um. Definitely Elijah Muhammad.
Mm.
Definitely, just because of once again the knowledge that he had. Um. Let me say. Whoa. Uh, see the other two is the other two. They're no one famous. I would
It's all
probably
right.
say my
It's your
I would say
table.
my grandmother and grandfather. Because what they embedded in me as a child coming up. Um, I know they had more to say to me if they were still here now that would help me to go even more further.
Wonderful. Yeah, love that. Love that. Yeah, thank you for that. And so
My
this
grandfather
question.
was a hell of my grandfather was a hell of a guy, hell of a guy, hell of a
Oh,
guy. I
yeah,
mean, real hell of a guy.
yeah, it's good. It's good to have, you know, men who are hell of a guy. You know, like, you know, you
Yeah,
don't have too many.
yeah,
So it's a blessing, you know, to have that, you
yeah.
know, that rarity. So yeah, shout out to your granddad. Yeah. So now this question I take from the late great James Lipton from inside the actor studio. So Terry T. Miles, when you enter into the pearly gates, what would you want God to say?
Um, well done. Uh, well done. Um, the task that I gave you, well done. And that's it. I mean, that covers everything. You know,
Yes.
long as I please the Creator,
Yes.
um, that's it. That's all that matters to me. That's what helps me go on now to where I don't need no validation from man. You know,
Yes.
you don't have to give me no awards. You don't have to tell me this or that. I'm good. Long as I know who I'm doing it for. I'm not doing it for man. And a lot of people ask me what I want is not even on this earth. So long as I just get that validation from the creator, I'm good.
Absolutely. Well, you getting validation from me anyway, Terry. You are well done. Well done, you know,
Yeah,
wonderful, you
I
know,
appreciate it.
yes, and it's such a blessing to be in your presence, you know, it's not taken for granted at
Appreciate it.
all. And
I appreciate it.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. You know, just taking the time, you know, for whatever it is that you got going on to sit with me. It's yeah, it's definitely a blessing for me. But would you mind, Terry, would you mind staying back for me after we wrap up?
Okay, yeah. And I just want to say one thing. Please, everybody, if you into reading, man, it's this great book. A young man by the name of Jay Jefferson. Jay Jefferson has this great book.
Yeah, I think he was in the
Uh,
chat. Yeah, I think he was in the chat. Yeah.
called Lawton. Rules are made to be broken. Um, he's giving you the behind the scenes in this book about Lawton Penitentiary. Lawton is a facility, man, that was shut down next to Alcatraz because it was ran by the
Mm,
inmates. And Jeff was one of the correction officers that was there. and
Oh, really?
he was actually one of the correction officers that worked there, and he was in there while I was there, and he actually put me in the end parts of his book, uh, saying like, because he knew he knew where I came from, he knew about the case I caught while I was there, and how I overcame everything to out here in the street. So his book is doing very well. So everybody
Oh,
make sure, man,
yes,
you know, he's
yes.
someone that you need on your platform too, because he
I
has
was
some
going to
real
say, I was just
stories.
about to say,
Hey,
Jay, expect a invite from Faith to Substance. Yes,
yeah, he has some real stories,
I was
some
going to
real
say,
stories about what go on in there, and he could tell you. But
yeah,
he's a good friend of mine. He supported me. He supports me. Like even when I came to Atlanta, everything that things that I needed, he was someone I could call on. And God put certain people in your life for a
absolutely,
certain reason.
absolutely.
At times when I was ready to just let it go, I called Jeff, and Jeff come through whatever I need, from money to whatever. But he's just someone good to have on your team as a friend, almost like a family member. Even when I was in, he used to do a lot of things for me, bring me a lot of things, that I needed or I wanted. And he just made sure he helped make my bit a little easier, you know.
Yes,
So
yes.
shout out, yeah, shout out to Jay Jefferson.
Shout out to
Real
Jay.
good guy, man. Real good guy. And he was one of the ones who, when he say rules was made to be broken, he broke a lot of rules to make sure inmates, man, kept their sanity.
Wow, amazing. Yes, Jay
Yeah.
Jefferson. Rules are made to be broken. Make sure that you look out for him, and also, like I said, I'm hoping that he'll come to my platform as well, because I was just about to put it out there. Like, expect an invite from Faith to Substance. Jeff.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you for putting
definitely.
it out there. Terry. Yeah. Thank you for that. Thank you for promoting that. Yeah.
I thought he had forgot. So he was on. He was
He was
on.
on. He was on. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Okay. All right.
Yeah. He said, yeah, Jeff Johnson was watching. Yeah. He was commenting. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Because I
Yeah.
can't see the comments,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
man, cool.
yeah, yeah. But I thank you so much, Terry. I really do appreciate it. I was surprised that you actually accepted my invite, because I was like, I wonder if he
Oh nah,
I was really surprised. I
no,
honestly,
no.
yeah,
I want to help everybody.
yeah.
Everybody. It's not a such thing of no small platform. Everything is huge. Everything is big because you never know who's watching.
Yeah, you're right. That's what I say all
You
the
never know
time.
who's watching.
Yeah,
You never
yeah,
know who's watching. So everything is big to me. I respect everything. I respect you even, man, accepting me to be on your platform. So no
yeah.
one is bigger than nothing. Everything is meant to happen.
You know what? That's the thing, Terry, because it's like, before because I just celebrated a year as a YouTube content creator, and to have all of you in my presence is such, and I told this to Sean Sinclair. Shout out to Sean Sinclair. I told this to him, like, even though I know that we are all human, and I understand, that, but I still fan out. I still,
Yeah.
when I see you guys on screen and I see you out, and I'm like, and wait a minute, how y'all go from on screen and y'all sitting with me? Like, and I'm like, it becomes overwhelming for me.
Yeah.
I fan out, and I'm not ashamed to say it. And I am very grateful and very honored and humbled, not humble, but
Yeah.
humbled to be in your presence. And I don't care who got something to say about it. I don't,
Yeah.
because like I said, I mean, it's just amazing to me, because I have so many of you guys, especially in the 2B space, come on, and I'm like, I just saw his film. I just saw you on TV. Like, yeah. So
Yeah.
yes, I do fan out. And so it's very, like I said, it's an honor for me to,
Okay.
you to be among those people. So I really do appreciate it. And look out for all the other peers as well. Terry, I'm
Okay.
gonna have while I'm at it, I'm gonna plug this right now. This coming Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to be interviewing with Denise Monet, the beautiful Denise
Okay.
Monet. So if you're able to check it out, or kind of pass through,
Okay.
yeah. So
I definitely will. I definitely will.
yeah.
I definitely will. Like I said, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. But stay behind for me, Terry,
Okay.
until after. All right. But ladies and gentlemen, give it up. Terry T. Miles. I wish I could have my applause thing, but it's not, like I said, it's acting up. My thing is acting up. But thank you so much for being here. God bless you.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Absolutely. Yes, Terry T. Miles in the building. Like I said, I'm not one to BS. I'm very, I'm very direct and I'm very authentic when I express myself. And sometimes it may not come out the way I want to. I may not be able to articulate it as well as I would want to, but it is coming from a good place. It is coming from a sincere space. When I talk about how much I be fanning out and how much anxiety I get right before I start an interview with someone. So all that is true. But just I want you to take with you all of the gems and the testimony that Terry Miles provided for us as an audience, and understand how it's possible. Anything is possible if you believe. Anything is possible. Whatever journey that you set yourself on, it is possible to achieve it. No matter what your past was, you can achieve whatever it is. So I thank Terry Miles for coming on with me. Please, I am so sorry about the technical difficulties that I had in the beginning. Thank you for bearing with me. Whether using a chat in real time, whether using bushes, or you catch the replay, please do that as well. Please make sure you support either way, and like, comment, share, and subscribe. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let my girl Tamara tell you what to do.
Comment and share. Don't make you aware. Faith is the substance.